Hey guys, in this video we're going to be looking at the art of Harry Potter. It says original art from the Harry Potter films. I know the films better than the books, so I'm quite excited to get into this one. Let me just get this open. So I've taken that off now. It's got a nice matte finish cover. Obviously the writing is glossy. Let's take a look at the back. Some nice artwork on the back. In fact, a quick cut in here. Something I get asked a lot in my videos is to remove the dust jackets. I think that's what you call them. So let's take a look before I forget. Ooh, it's kind of basic, but it's actually pretty cool. So there you go, I'm putting that in there before I forget. So let's get on with opening the book. Get straight into this. This book is absolutely massive. So I'm quite zoomed out on camera compared to what I normally would be. I am going to just flick through random pages because there's just far too much to show on camera. As you saw, I've only just opened this on camera, so I haven't looked through it yet. Like most of my book opening videos, I don't really know what to expect. But anything with a dragon in is always pretty cool in my opinion. I'm hoping that everything shows up okay. Because the pages are a little bit glossy, the lighting does reflect off some pages a little bit. It's not ideal, but I can never get the lighting right in these unless I hold the pages up like that. So I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of sort of scenery or environment type pages. I didn't even realise this is a fold out page. That's pretty cool. Can't even fit it all in shot, but it's a nice picture of Hogwarts. And it's nice that there's pages like that in it. So I am a Harry Potter fan, as you can tell from the fact that I've bought the book. But I have only read a few of the books when I was younger. So for me, I'm more a fan of the films. And I'll be honest, I haven't watched them in a while. So my knowledge is probably not as good as most people's. But I do still really like Harry Potter. I think it's great and one of those films that you can rewatch. Or film series that you can rewatch. I think there's like 8 films or something. It's hard for me to sort of give credit to the artists and stuff just whilst I'm flicking through, purely because I don't know anything about the artists of the Harry Potter films, so I don't know who they are. I will try to have a look at who actually did the artwork for a lot of this and mention their names in the description box below, just to give them a little bit of credit. I got this book just on Amazon. I'm from the UK. Amazon sell it for £30 at the time of me buying this. But I think you can actually get it from as little as £20 from other places. When it's a hardback and it's got as many pages as this, it's actually a pretty good price. I'm not sure if this book is fairly new or if it's a really old book, but I've noticed it on shelves a lot in supermarkets recently. But so far there's some really nice artwork, a lot of larger images as well. So not just one of those kind of books where it's got loads of really tiny images. It looks like there's quite a few different styles as well, so this is obviously more realistic from the film. And then you've got more of like the fashion aspect of it. That looks like something a fashion designer would draw. Again there. Some of these ones as well. Some of these ones are quite funny. This is a really nice image. Again, completely different style. Still realistic, but not quite as realistic as the others. Again here, I class this personally as quite a painterly style in terms of digital artwork. I really like that style though, I think that's really nice. And I don't know how well this shows on camera, but the pages are white, but these figures are also white and they sort of stand out from the background in a weird way. I don't actually know how to describe that though. It might just be that one is more glossy finish than the other. Some slightly more comical or mad designs there. So this is about 150 pages in. Let me check how many pages there actually are to this book. Okay, so I just checked and there is just short of 365 pages. Whoa, that's creepy. The Harry Potter movies are one of those things that a lot of younger kids seem to like. I remember being in the cinemas and seeing loads of 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds, etc. dressed up as Harry Potter. As a kid, I probably would have been pretty terrified of it, just because there is so much weird stuff, a lot of dark stuff in it. So I actually think it's really good, but I'm always surprised at how young a lot of the audience are for how dark it is, although I was probably just a very pathetic kid. Yeah, there are some really nice illustrations in this, and as I already mentioned, there's a lot of different styles which Makes it a lot more interesting, actually. I presume it's a lot of different artists as well. And with it being Harry Potter, there's just generally a lot of different things in here, I guess. So there's a lot of sort of creatures, a lot of people, a lot of environments, a lot of magical themed things, obviously, with it being wizards and witches. Again, some of the designs that, I'm not saying this is a scary design, but a darker themed design, you know, like the skeleton aspect of it, which I find really cool now. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know that I really do like fantasy art. And it reminds me, actually going through this, just how much fantasy there is in Harry Potter. I know that sounds like a ridiculous thing to say when it's about witches and wizards, but there is a lot of typical fantasy things in there, and I mean that in a good way. So let's open this one out. Obviously this is looking like it's got an awful lot of different dragon designs in it as well, which is awesome. I absolutely love that. A lot of them probably aren't even in the movies, because I would imagine this book is including a lot of the art that, you know, never made it into the movies and things. Interesting designs for Dobby there, that's pretty cool. You will notice that there is a lot of text on some pages as well to go with it. It's mainly composed of images, which is really good. I haven't read through the text on each page though, so I've no idea what they're actually saying. You guys would probably have a better chance by pausing the video and trying to read it. Not sure if my camera is good enough quality for that, but you never know. And it looks like they really do have, you know, illustrations for pretty much everything, from small designs from the golden snitch to the other ball types used in Quidditch. And with this being such a big book, it looks like it goes through pretty much every film. Oh, well, yeah, it goes through each of the films. I didn't look at the contents at the beginning of this, I am sorry. So, ooh, really cool page there on the wands. I don't know whose each of these are, but there are genuinely some really cool designs there. There are only so many designs I'd be able to think of for a wand, personally. And I didn't actually stop on the contents to check the order of it. I will have a look actually at the end of this. So I don't know if it goes in film order or if it's just, well, I don't know how it's grouped together. But we'll take a look at that in a second. We are almost through it. So it's safe to say, if you are a Harry Potter fan, and let's be honest, there are a lot of Harry Potter fans out there, that I think you will definitely like this book. Or if you just like fantasy art in general, it's definitely got a lot of content to it. Graphic art as well. Let's see what's in this chapter. So this is looking more like it's, you know, book designs. Let's see what else is in here actually. In fact, yeah, it's looking like it's mainly book designs and maybe posters and things like that. This sort of thing for me personally, I'm not as bothered about, but I know a lot of people do like that. I'm just not as fussed about graphics design personally. That being said, it is still pretty cool. So it even goes into blueprints. So I think die-hard Harry Potter fans are going to love this book. I wasn't expecting it to actually have as much in as this, and I wasn't expecting it to go into as much detail about things either. So I'm really impressed. Even just the quality of the print work and the quality of the artwork involved, from what I've seen just from glancing through it, is really good. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that. Let's have a quick look at the contents, like I said, because I know a lot of people will want to see that. Hopefully that will show up enough on camera for you to pause the video and have a look, just to see if there is anything you're interested in there. So that's it, guys. Probably gone on for way too long already. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you found it useful if you were considering purchasing this book. As always, if you did enjoy the video, make sure you leave me a comment below, hit the thumbs up button, and be sure to subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching, everyone.